Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, Monday the 10th. Monday the 10th. And it's currently midday, bang on midday. I woke up about 40 minutes ago. I don't normally ever sleep well until 11 o'clock, but I've done it twice now this last week I've done it twice. I'm hoping I'm going to sleep okay tonight, because I didn't last time I done this, but I think my body just really needed the extra rest, the extra sleep. I woke up about 8:30 and I was just like, I could do with some more sleep. So it is now midday. It was gloriously sunny like 5 minutes ago before I walked into the kitchen to make my tea, but now the rain is back on. So I was starting to be like, right, okay, it's now a gloriously sunny day, so I should take myself out. That was my elbow right on the wall. Oh, that hurt. Right, boo, you're moving. It was a gloriously sunny day like 5 minutes ago, and I have a list as long as my arm to get done today, and I need to write them all down. Otherwise, I'm going to forget to do something. That includes the likes of closing an old credit card that doesn't have any balance on it. I've been meaning to close that now for ages, but it's so awkward. Like, you can't just phone up and ask for it to be closed. You can't do it on the app. You get to print off a form, sign it, scan it back on, attach it to an email and send it to them. Load of farce, if you ask me. So silly stuff like that I need to get done. I need to fix the frame on that wall that's now partially hidden behind a bookcase. But because it was sunny, I was like, oh, I should take advantage of this. I should go outside. And now I've walked back into the room and the rain started. And now it's stopped. So I do actually need to go out. I need to go get sugar. I have no more sugar for any more tea. Bread. I have no bread. Probably pick up some eggs. I have a ton of potatoes left, so I might need to think of a dish or something that needs potato. I don't want to waste so many potatoes. Might see if my mum will take some. But yeah, I've got a list of things to do today, and one of them includes going through my yarn. Excuse me. So I put up on my Instagram yesterday, like as I have talked about, like I am genuinely quite interested in the Stephen West MCAL, the twists and turns. And it's just the clue one is so intriguing with what you do. Like I'm not one for being upset about catching spoilers. If anything in this one, I went looking for spoilers. And I put up on my Instagram, like, basically, I'm really curious, but it goes against the promise I kind of made to myself at the start of the month. I wouldn't go by patterns. But because my curiosity is quite high, should I just bite the bullet and buy the pattern? And last time I checked the poll, okay, I put a poll up. Because heaven forbid, like, I make a choice by myself. I need to go into my activity, because it's no longer, nope. That's not the right thing. Archive. Because heaven forbid I actually try and make a decision by myself. What's going on? Why can't I find it? Anyway, it was, last time I checked, around about... Oh, it had to refresh. I was like, why is the last photo on my stories history of Eli? Last time I checked, it was about 50%. Over 50% were like, yep, just cast on. It is just not catching up. Is my Wi-Fi gone down again? So that was really interesting. Like, some people were like, no, don't do it, not worth it. Other people are like, yeah, like it's so good, jump on. A lot of like my IVKN crowd are like, yeah, like a lot of them are doing it, which was really interesting because they were all talking about it on Saturday night, and I was just like, I want to join. But yeah, a lot of people were coming back with mixed decisions. And then my friend Laura just sent me this message that had 2 emojis in it. I was like, what? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And then I checked my email, and she had bought me the pattern. So it's come out at 18 votes for yes, so that's 53% of the votes, and 16 votes for no, which was 47% of the vote. And it's really always quite interesting to me to see who's voting for or against, because I think people forget you can do that. So, yeah. Always quite interesting to see who voted for or against. Oh, wrong button. But yeah, I'm going to be going through my yarn. I'm going to go be picking 5 skeins of yarn. So 2 of one colour, 2 of another colour, and then a colour pop, as he calls them. I haven't had my cup of tea yet, so I still have again a morning voice. But yeah, I do need to do a lot of the other things I had planned to get achieved on my 2 weeks off. But I do need to nip out at some point today, and I will probably do that earlier rather than later, because if I leave it too late I then have the school rush, which is not a fun rush to be in, especially when it comes to trying to get to my house because we have a school at the bottom of the street. So yeah, I might actually just have my lunch, have my tea, maybe a bit of food, and then I might just head straight out and head to probably Morrison's. I have a notion for their chicken pakora. I'm trying to think if it'd be easier just to go to Asda. Probably certainly be cheaper. But I also really like one of Morrison's loaves of bread. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna treat myself. Isn't that sad that treating ourselves now is like necessity stuff because of the cost? But I'm not gonna get into that. I started reading my book last night, The Movement. I am still very fresh to it. Don't look at my nails, 2 of them fell off already. But I used the stick-on, the glue dots. So I'm gonna probably take them all off and then use the actual glue. Because I'm really enjoying these nails. They're very Beetlejuice. But yeah, that is that is today's plans. I have a list very long. I don't think I'll get everything done today, but if I get quite a bit of it done, I'll be very happy. Like, I've already got a load of washing on. I need to tidy up upstairs. I'll probably show you what upstairs looks like later anyway if I'm going to go start yarn hunting. But yeah, I'm kind of still waking up, in case you couldn't tell by the look on my face. And my wacky hair, I really need to get a haircut. Oh, I can see a big grey cloud heading in. I don't think the rain is done. But anyway, I'm going to go drink my tea before it goes cold. I am letting my Assam loose leaf brew, and I'm thoroughly enjoying that tea. Like, really, really enjoying it. But I do need to nip out, and I do have a list as long as my arm to get done. So I'm going to write everything down whilst I'm having my tea. Then I'll head out, and then I'll get that so that I'll get all that done so that I can just come home and chill. And hopefully avoid the majority of the rain. That would be nice. So yeah, I'm not sure what clip you'll see next, whether it's partly of me being out or partly of me doing things. So yeah, today could be interesting. Tomorrow might be better. I'm heading out with my parents and my sister tomorrow. We're going out for lunch. And then Wednesday, unfortunately, we are just going to be sat inside waiting. I am getting a desk delivered. Thursday will be the more fun day. We're going up to Glasgow, me and my mum. or my mum and I. And we're heading to the Hobbycraft event. I will try and record some footage, but last time I done it, it was so crowded. Like, it was very squished, and you just saw a lot of backpacks, really. That's all you saw. And then Friday is a kind of last alone chill day, because Scott starts his new job today, so he's not here this week. Well, he'll be here after 5, but he's not here 9 to 5. Well, really, probably about 8 to 6 if you include leaving and traffic and everything. And then the weekend, God knows what's happening then. So yeah. How do I always ramble for so long in the morning? Okay, tea time. Bye. And I made you fall over again. Hello. So I tried to record some footage of the drive out to the shops, but it turns out there's something seriously wrong with that memory card or something. Like, it just cuts off after like 14 seconds. So you're gonna have a couple of clips that are like 14 seconds long that I will try and blend together. But I've written my list of the stuff I would like to get done today. So here's my list. Fold and put away laundry. That's currently sitting in our kitchen. In the basket. Print, sign, email, credit card, closure, fix lights in the bedroom, hoover living room and upstairs, clean hall, clean the spare room / craft room, hang up the new frame that I bought a month ago, fix the picture in the living room that's partially hidden, hang up new laundry to dry, the stuff is in the washing machine just now, go get sugar and bread, already done that, clean the living room. Clean the living room window. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but like, it's very, this one here, it's very fuzzy. So I think I just need to give it a clean. We've got a window cleaner that comes and does the outside. But obviously I still need to clean the inside because there's some smudges and fingerprints and, if Scott's not paying attention, forehead prints. But yes, that is currently what's on my list. Every now and again I'm probably going to throw in a dance party. I've got my AirPods on, or in. It is well past the time that we would get mail, so I don't foresee our door going, but we do have a bell upstairs and downstairs just in case. I just won't put my music on that loud. But yeah, I'm going to start at the top, fold and put away laundry. I'm just going to do everything that's upstairs and then I'll come back downstairs and do everything that needs done downstairs. So I think I'm going to be upstairs for quite a while today. I might clean them just a little bit down here. Or maybe I should just do everything down here because there's really not that much. Need to go put the washing machine on a spin. Right, let's get started. So this is currently what our lights look like. There used to be another pin over here, but it fell, and now the switch is hidden behind Scott's pillows, which is not ideal if he goes to bed before me. So need to fix those, and I really want to put this new frame up. which is this one here. So hopefully get that up as well today. I am pretty darn chuffed with that. I'll show it at night time when the lights are on and you can really see them. You could see them now, but it just wouldn't be as good. So this is what we're going to tackle next. This has become a bit of a dumping ground. Mostly like bedding and stuff. I'm trying to organise and put away under our bed new storage boxes for under the bed. A couple of towels, some toilet roll, bog roll, whatever you want to call it, and the backpack I recently used in Glasgow. So this is what we're going to tackle next. Some of this has to go in this cupboard, which is my yarn cupboard. The rest of it I'm hoping to get under the bed and organised. That is my main task that I've been wanting to do, is get like bedding organised into like sets instead of just trying to like fish around all my duvets and stuff. Okay, so this is my my attempt at organisation for like duvets and stuff. So here you can see some already packaged up sets, and I have got a pile to sort through. I've got some that's just base sheets, I've got some that are just plain pillow sheets. They'll probably go in a separate bag. These are just IKEA sandwich bags, like food bags, whatever you want to call them. So I am using them for yarn and bedding. So I've got to sort through all of this, get these into sets. I'm missing a duvet. I'm missing my Star Wars duvet. So I need to locate that, and then I can get all of these paired up with their correct pillowcases. I don't tend to put them with extras, like Scott and I sleep with, yes, that's a teddy on my pillow. That's my teddy. I've had that since I was a child. It needs some fixing. It's got a couple of holes. But we've both got 2 pillows each, so I don't normally put them with a blank pillowcase. I just put them with the set pillowcase, and then I'll have a wee baggie of just plain pillowcases. And that is officially everything put away. I'll spin it around. So these are the duvet sets, these are base sheets and pillowcases, and then I've got these 2 sad little looking bags. Duvet for that one is currently waiting to go in the wash, and then you might recognise that because it's what we've got on just now. I couldn't find this pillowcase when I was making the bed, so it's got its own wee bag in preparation for the next bed change and when the sheets are out the wash. But I'm really happy with that. I think this is really going to help us going forward, because everything is literally set up with its duvet sheet, 2 pillowcases. All you have to do is then grab a base sheet, grab 2 blank pillowcases, and everything is good to go. So it might not suit everyone. Like, I don't know how everyone else organises like their duvet sheets and everything, but I find this to be extremely helpful. So I've done quite a bit. I got, oh come on camera, I got the picture frame and the lights fixed. I put away all the laundry that was dry. I've organised the bedding under the bed. I have cleared up most of the hall. That's to go downstairs, that's a draft excluder, and that's the lid for the box that's on the bed. I've got 4 things left on my list, and this room this room is one of them. That's dresses to hang up, so I didn't put all the laundry away. But yeah, this room's going to take a long time to tackle. It has become a dumping ground now that it's no longer Scott's office, and it's overwhelming. I've let it get real bad. Well, we've let it get real bad. All this isn't mine. But I've got 4 things left on the list. I'll go down and show you what's left, because I'm calling it tea and snack break time. But yeah, this room, this is one of the 4, and this is going to take a long time. This is a couple hours of work for sure. But it's tea break, so down we go. At the bottom is a blanket that I found that I don't know whether we're going to keep. It's got quite a lot of holes in it, and it's covered in cat fur, and Scott is allergic to one of my cats. Well, one of my parents' cats. Okay, tea time. We're going to pop you. I don't know, it's really dark in here. Let's just pop you here like we did yesterday. Nope, wrong jar. So I've not done too much since I had my tea and cake break, because I then checked my emails. So for anyone that's new to the channel, we have had an issue with our living room window since the second night we moved in March 2021. And the company that installed the windows before we moved in are absolute cowboys. They are an absolute joke. I would never want anyone to deal with them. And unfortunately, we're still having an issue to this day. So over a year later. And I've been chasing our letting agent, who is chasing the landlord, to get this fixed, because we are still getting water in. And I'm just going to get comfy here. I'm going to put you down as well. So we're still getting water in. There's a nasty draft. So water's coming in one side, a draft is coming in the other side. And I check my email. I fairly regularly check my email just to see like what's going on, especially now that I have an email trail between me and the landlord, and then an email trail between myself and the letting agent. And I got an email this morning from the landlord saying that they appreciated my email because they asked for my opinion, which I thought was very interesting. And I told them very straight, as I was like, look, this is giving me and Scott, specifically me, extreme anxiety, and it's really getting to me. And I said that if something needs done, like, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, but something needs done. And if we don't fix it, it's going to cause more damage to this property, and it could also damage downstairs. And that's not fair, because that just involves a whole other party that doesn't need to have something happen to them. Like, they didn't ask for this. So the landlord got back to say, thanks, we're just looking into this, give us a few more days. So that was fine. And then about 3:30, I didn't check my phone until closer to 4. But at 3:30, I got an email from the letting agent saying that the landlord wants a second quote. I don't think he's happy with the quote that he has got. And that this company, they named the company, would be in touch. So me being me, googled the company. I wanted to see if they were fairly local. I would prefer local instead of someone coming from the likes of Edinburgh. And I saw that they had like a 3.7 star review on Google. And I was like, okay, that's a bit of a red flag right there. Let me just check some of the reviews. All of the 1-star reviews were of people who had hired the company and had been left with shoddy work. Like, people were getting water in, they were dealing with drafts and holes, and I was like, doesn't this sound awfully familiar? And then I read this really, really horrifying review where a female, an elderly female, was assaulted by somebody who the company had hired, or somebody that works for the company, to come out and do an independent review on the windows because she had put in such a complaint. And the man assaulted her. And he refused to give his name and his details. The company refused to give his name and the details. And so I've just typed up this email to the letting agent to be like, look, I hate to be that person, but I've googled this company and it's got a 3.7 star review, which, yes, does not indicate the overall quality of the company or the company itself, but it is a good indicator. And I've read through all the reviews. All the negative ones are for poorly fitted windows, resulting in water damage, water coming in, and drafts. And considering that that's the issue we are trying to resolve, surely we should be looking at a company that doesn't have those kind of negative reviews. And then I also kind of stated, look, I'm highly alarmed that there's a review from someone saying that they were assaulted by somebody that either works for or was at least hired through this window company. And considering Scott now has to work in the office, I'm really not happy at the idea of being alone with this company in my home. And thankfully, the letting agent, who I think identifies as female, She came back super quick on my email and was just like, 100% understand. Unfortunately, this company closed at 4 o'clock, so I can't cancel them, but I will do so first thing tomorrow. If they happen to get in touch first, just tell them that their assistance, their services are no longer required. And honestly, the minute I read that email, I just felt like this new weight had been lifted off my shoulders, because it just goes to show, like, my letting agent do care about what we think. And our landlord clearly does care that this needs dealt with. And I don't blame them for going for a second quote. But, like, the company that either the landlord or the letting agent picked is down as a budget company. And that's kind of where all this issue started. They were trying to save money, and they picked a budget company the first time and clearly didn't pay any attention to the reviews, because by God, they're just as bad as this company that they're trying to get out now. And I just feel like we're going through this massive loop and this massive negative cycle with them, and we're having to fight all the time to try and get this resolved. And you don't realise how much it takes it out of you and how anxiety inducing it is. But my letting agent, my property manager, or our property manager, has taken my recommendation on board. Like, we passed a glazing company in Paisley the other day. I've checked out their reviews. The only negative reviews they've got is that they didn't email back people. Like, that's literally, and there was 2 of them. And so I've recommended this company, and I've given them a screenshot of who to contact. And I can just only hope that this is going to get resolved before the dead of winter, because it's already really cold in here. Like, we're not putting the heating on. I don't particularly want to put the heating on, considering we've got such a draft. Like, it's just pointless, and we'd be throwing money out the window. But I just couldn't believe what I was reading when I checked these reviews, and I was like, does nobody else check reviews? Like, what is going on? Like, they're right there for a reason. Like, if you're going to Google a company, the review tab is right there. Just click it, check it. Like, if you just put in Paisley Glazers, and I now can't stop thinking about the comment Teresa left, that in her neck of the woods in America, when you see Glazers, it's a glazed donut. I wish I was talking about glazed donuts. But when you put in Glazely, that was a mixture of Paisley and glazing. If you put Paisley Glazers into Google, so many companies come up, and they show you the star review right on that first page. They don't even show you the actual reviews, but they show you their star rating. And the company they picked, like, there's so many 4-point somethings. 4.2, 4.5, 4.7, 4.9. There was even a 5-star. Like, I could have picked the 5-star. But I didn't. I went with, I think this other company is like a 4.7 or a 4.5. But they picked a 3.7, and, like, probably the 3.7 with the most negative reviews I've seen. But yeah, I just needed to get that out, so thanks for listening to that rant.